All right, real talk. Have you ever watched your kid lose their mind over something tiny, like a broken crayon or the Wi-Fi buffering for 2 seconds, and thought, oh my God, how do I fix this? Or maybe you found yourself matching their energy because let's be real, regulating our own emotions when we're running on empty is hard. If any of that sounds familiar, you need to grab your coffee, sit down, and listen up because today we're diving deep into emotional regulation, why our kids struggle, how we can actually help, and the biggest game changer is modeling it ourselves. And don't worry, I'm not here to tell you to just stay calm like some Pinterest perfect parenting guru. We're going to talk real strategies that work for real exhausted parents like you and me. Plus, I've got some fun CBT-based therapy games to help your family practice emotional regulation in a way that doesn't feel like another exhausting task on your to-do list. Sound good? Let's do this. Welcome back, everyone, to Chaos and Caffeine, where we give you ADHD parenting on the real. My name is Danielle Kelly. I am your ADHD parenting bestie. I have spent the last 6.5 years training to be the best mom that I can be for my ADHD kiddo, and now I am here to share all of that experience and knowledge with you. So let's get into today's topic. Why do ADHD kids struggle with emotional regulation? First, let's get one thing super straight. Your kid isn't just throwing fits or breaking down because they're manipulative, dramatic, or bad at listening. Emotional regulation is an executive function skill, and if your kid has ADHD, their executive functioning is basically running Windows 95 while the rest of the world is on high-speed fiber internet. Their brain struggles to pause, process, and respond. Instead, it reacts at full speed with big emotions. Here's the science. The part of the brain that helps regulate emotions, the prefrontal cortex, develops later and slower in kids with ADHD. That means self-soothing, impulse control, and recognizing when they're getting overwhelmed are delayed skills, not things they should just know by now. So, what can we do to help? That brings us to our next section, how we can help our kids regulate their emotions. The good news, emotional regulation can be learned, but spoiler alert, it doesn't happen overnight. Here are some key ways we can support our kids. First, name it to tame it. Kids need to recognize what they're feeling before they can regulate it. Start by labeling emotions in real time. I can see you're really frustrated right now. Over time, this helps them identify and manage their emotions more independently. Step number 2, create a calming routine. I know. The ones of you that have been around for a while are like, get off the routine. But this is the important part. Just like bedtime routines help with sleep, calming routines help kids shift from meltdown mode to regulation. Breathing exercises, fidget tools, or a calm corner can work wonders. In my house, this looks like a calming tent. And if you guys want, I'll link that in the show notes so that you can create a little calming corner for your kiddo. Step number 3, practice emotional regulation skills when they're calm. Teaching coping strategies in the middle of a meltdown? Yeah, that's like trying to teach algebra to a screaming toddler. It's not going to happen. Instead, practice strategies like deep breathing, counting, or CBT games during calm moments. Step number 4, use visual clues. Many ADHD kids are visual learners. Emotion charts, stoplight systems, and even sticky notes with simple reminders can help them recognize when they're getting overwhelmed and what they can do about it. Looking for some new toys and tools that your ADHD kiddos will love? Play Therapy Supply has you covered with a great selection of toys, games, and fidgets that can be used by ADHD children, their parents, caregivers, and professionals alike. From fidget toys that help children calm down, de-stress, and focus, to social emotional learning resources to help kids understand their feelings and emotions, to games and activities designed to improve emotional regulation. Play Therapy Supply has it all. For thousands of items and fast and free shipping, visit playtherapysupply.com today. The most important step, and the one that I personally struggle with the most, modeling emotional regulation ourselves. Okay, here's the part no one really wants to hear, but we have to talk about it. If we want our kids to learn emotional regulation, we have to model it first. That means not snapping when they push our buttons, which is hard, I know, not yelling back when they're screaming, and not reacting emotionally to their emotions. Instead, we have to show them how to pause, take a deep breath, and respond calmly. No, this doesn't mean being a perfect Zen parent who never gets mad. It means showing them what to do with big emotions in a healthy way. And let's be real, this is a skill a lot of us did not learn growing up. So we're figuring it out alongside them. How can we regulate our own emotion as parents? I know, this is the section where you guys are like, girl, give it to me. So here are some regulation tips for us stressed out parents. First, pause before reacting. Take a deep breath, count to 5, step away, do whatever it takes to slow down your own response. This one was really hard for me. My coach back in 2018 told me to pretend like I was a Kardashian and I was confused. She said, in those moments when you are about to lose your shit, especially at home, pretend like you are a Kardashian on a reality show. Pretend like there are hundreds of cameras in your face and millions of viewers on the other end of those cameras. And I'll be honest, I thought she was crazy and I was about to leave and never come back. But for a week, I practiced this very thing. And I gotta say, it's not so helpful out in public because you're already, kind of being watched and judged. But when I was at home, pretending like I was a Kardashian and what I would do if I had 100 cameras in my face and millions of viewers on the other end of those cameras really changed how I behaved. So I'm not saying fake it forever, but I am saying if it's hard for you right now, put your shades on and pretend like you are a Kardashian. Next up, check your own emotional triggers. Sometimes our kids' reactions trigger our own unresolved stuff. Recognizing this can help us respond instead of react. I'll try to give you as short as possible of an example as I can. When my son was around 4, I was very easily triggered when he was not listening. And I asked myself, why am I so bothered by what's happening right now? I am not the type of parent to demand compliance. So what's happening? And what was happening was, if I had acted the way he was acting at that age, I would have been beaten. Now, I'm not saying that your unresolved stuff has to be that deep, but it can be. So me recognizing that I did not feel safe when he acted that way for his own safety helped me to reframe what was actually happening. Next up, have your own coping strategies. Whether it's meditation, movement, or just locking yourself in the bathroom for 2 minutes of silence, absolutely no shame. Find what helps you stay calm. Practice self-compassion. You, my beautiful, exhausted friend, are going to mess up. You're human. When you do, acknowledge it, apologize, and move forward. I spent so many of my toddler mom days crying myself to sleep, thinking about how I could have done it better. And not saying that there are not moments now when I still feel bad about the things that I've done, but in those moments, I want to show him how to reconcile our behavior. I apologize for what I did wrong and try to explain it in 9-year-old terms. And then we move forward and sleep well that night, both of us. Now it's time for the product of the week, those CBT therapy games for emotional regulation that I promised in the beginning. Let's make learning emotional regulation fun and interactive with some CBT therapy games. These are perfect games for families, therapists, and parents who want to help kids practice emotional skills in a very playful way. First up, I have Da Vinci's Room, Don't Go Bananas, a fun game to help kids learn how to manage strong emotions in real time. Next up, I have Emotional Roller Coaster. This game helps kids recognize and respond to their feelings in a very structured way. Lastly, CBT Trail. It's great for social skills, emotional intelligence, and learning emotional control in a game format. These are amazing tools to help ADHD kiddos practice regulation before they're in meltdown mode. Now, if your family has just received your ADHD diagnosis, or my friend, you have just been winging it for a very long time, I invite you to join my free ADHD parenting workshop, First Steps After the Diagnosis, where we'll cover modules such as how ADHD affects your child, how to create a bomb-ass routine, whether or not to medicate and how to decide, how to advocate for your child at school and beyond, and you guessed it, the best emotional regulation strategies, just like today's episode. You can find the sign up in the show notes and save your spot because they do go rather quickly. All right, friends, because we all have short memory issues around here, let's do a quick review. ADHD makes emotional regulation hard. It's a brain development thing, not a behavior thing. Kids need our help to learn emotional regulation strategies. And lastly, modeling regulation ourselves is our most powerful tool that we have, but also the most challenging. All right, y'all, let's do our affirmation of the week and then I will get you guys out of here. I am the calm in my child's storm. I don't have to be perfect. I just have to be present. Ooh. Girl, let's say that one more time. I am the calm in my child's storm. I don't have to be perfect. I just have to be present. Whew. Write that one on the mirror this week and let me know how it goes. That's it for today's episode of Chaos and Caffeine. If you love this episode, please share it with another ADHD parent who needs it. And don't forget to do all the things. Subscribe, rate, and leave us a review so we can reach more overwhelmed parents just like you. Until next time, my beautiful exhausted friends, stay caffeinated and stay sane. I'll see you guys in the next one.